We're back to the Inside Scoop Emerald Planet. Here again, your host, Dr. Sam.
Hello and welcome to the Emerald Planet as we come to you from Washington, D.C. in the United States as we look around the globe in 144 different nations. We're looking for those 1,000 best practices, the technologies, the services, and the products that are making a difference as we move through the 21st century. And of course, we're focused on the people who are actually inventing and identifying and embracing the various technologies, the innovations, everything that's needed to move us forward as we go towards 2050, when we'll be adding another 2 billion people to the planet. So we'll be going to above the 7 billion we have right now to about 9 billion, and how we're going to be able to take care of all those individuals once they're on the planet. And we have someone that's looking at this, not from the standpoint that we won't be able to do it, but the fact is that we're going to be able to increase the quality of life for all these new souls that we're going to put on here. His name is Charles H. Botwick. He is the managing partner of the Dulles Tech and Trade Center. And welcome back, Chuck, to the Emerald Planet.
Thanks very much. It's great to be here.
And we're going to have some of your slides, if we can go ahead and bring that up. But what is the Dulles Tech and Trade Center?
Well, we conceived of a permanent facility located just outside Washington, D.C., which is focused on emergency preparedness, disaster recovery, and sustainable development. It's a unique, one-of-a-kind facility, unlike any in the world.
Well, I think it's really interesting, and I know that you have a number of seminars and training sessions and all that, and this is actually the building that you're using at this time. But it's really fantastic that you're actually reaching out to the globe from that. So you're in Mongolia, you have people going into Peru, many other countries around the globe. So why did you really start with this international focus rather than being U.S.-centric?
Well, the needs of the globe are very intense for end-to-end solutions to integrate technology from wherever it comes from. Today, we have a very complex world that's growing quickly and requires complete solutions, not just individual products. So we're very focused to look worldwide at both finding technologies and also to package them together for end-to-end solutions for end users.
Well, I know looking at the Dulles Tech and Trade Center is that you really are looking at this as solutions, which is a unique concept because people have a particular technology, they may have some services that relate to that, products as well. But what you're looking at is not looking at it in any of these discrete areas, but you're looking at solutions and also taking those solutions and even enhancing and improving through innovation. How do you do that?
Well, we know that everything is everywhere connected. You need power to run medical systems, you need power to run communications. And so we're looking at taking disparate technologies, packaging them together into new value-added solutions, providing a unique value proposition for technology innovators to have their technologies to be packaged and to get new market penetration in the world, and for end users that have complex problems to find complete solutions in one place. Everything put together in one place.
Well, looking at that, and as far as putting this together, the end solutions, the packaging concept of this is really something that's new as far as the world is concerned, because people are looking at it. You're dealing with malaria, so we need bed nets, or we may need a way to, spray the mosquitoes, these kinds of things. You're looking at how do we produce better water? How do we provide food that's adequate for the people? How do we have new technology it's not poisonous? So when you're looking at it, what kind of experts, because I know you're having this think tank that you've created through the center. So what is this think tank? What is it for start with, but what's it going to be doing?
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. A key component of the center is providing a think tank, which is a group of highly experienced individuals in broad domains. We're very fortunate in the Washington area to have almost an endless supply of subject matter experts in almost any domain or any specialty you can imagine, and speaking almost any language. So the think tank is meant to look at technologies from vendors and to pre-qualify them that they are applicable to broad solutions, and in turn provide complete solutions and value to end users by taking a look intelligently at complex problems for whole countries or individual companies, whatever the end user might be.
I know you're looking at this as far as the technologies, the innovations. Resiliency is really one of those underbed themes that you have. But networking is such a huge part of that, and I know you have these literally hundreds of people that have these backgrounds, but how you're tying that network to the world?
Well, I think our network is perhaps peerless in the world. We have, through all these member companies that provide technology, and also all the resident experts, really an unprecedented set of connections around the world. Also here in Washington, we have resident over 200 embassies. We have all the major non-governmental organizations of the world, multilateral institutions, other think tanks. So the connectedness of this area to the world is unique.
Well, looking at this, I know the whole thing about, you have the non-governmental organizations, you have the embassies, government agencies, and actually government agencies of the world here, because you have representatives from Asia, Europe, Latin America, Africa. The whole continent is actually resides here. Research institutions, major universities from around the globe that are located here. But this whole integration thing, vertical and horizontal, which is really a new paradigm shift as far as putting this all together in collaboration as the core of this whole idea. So how do you do that, vertical and the horizontal integration?
Well, because we have to, because the problems of the world are not simple. So what we do is we look at, for example, in a disaster scenario, when you mobilize, you have to consider shelter, water, power, communications, security, logistics. All these things are interrelated. If you don't take account of certain aspects of the whole system, you're going to have unintended consequences, and if you're in a development scenario for permanent infrastructure, you're going to make poor investments.
Yeah, well, looking at this, going beyond just the vertical and horizontal integration that we're talking about, you're really also at the same time through the think tank, but in the center itself, you want to have training and also this collaboration to develop and bring about improvements, the innovation aspect of that. So looking at the training, you're going beyond products, technologies, services, now into the training component. Right. So how does that really fit into all of this?
Training is a big part of the center. As a benefit for vendors and innovators of technology, they have the opportunity to actually train end users in how to use their technology, or distributors or sales people, for example. For end user groups, they can conduct training sessions within the center and at the same time be surrounded by all sorts of solutions instead of just perhaps being in a hotel room when they do their training.
Yeah, I think this is something, this photograph really shows this as far as what you're talking about. And actually you can broadcast to the world from this very center, but looking at that as far as the Dulles Tech and Trade Center itself, you're looking already to replicate this. So you have small countries, or smallish countries, I guess we should say, like a Mongolia or Peru, and then you have India, China, Nigeria. So I mean, these are very diverse countries and on different continents. So as you're reaching out, how do you replicate across all these very diverse countries?
Well, the whole focus of technology and solutions is to be locally applicable. And in doing so, our vision is to create additional centers in other parts of the world that focus on local requirements, but bring resources from the broad network of centers that will develop in different parts of the world.
Looking at working and reaching out, I know there's a number of investors that have taken a real interest as far as the Dulles Center itself is concerned. What's some of the special challenges that you have, but also the opportunities of matching the investors to these disparate opportunities around the globe?
Well, for innovators, venture capitalists, different manufacturers, the Dulles Center offers a chance to lower the cost and give a true value proposition to getting into new markets by being part of a total end-to-end solution as opposed to just selling, say, an individual widget. So this offers a good return on investment, a good value proposition because of the great network of resources and talent, the think tank, and also I should mention that we have a dedicated business development group that is focused on looking at these individual markets, what their specific needs are, and to come up with recommendations.
Chuck, as you know, we never have enough time when we chat here. Looking at the future as far as the Dulles Technology and Trade Center, what do you see for the future, say the next 5, 10, 15 years as we move towards 2050?
Well, I think when you take a global perspective on resources and technology, there's so much going on that we're learning every week of new potential solutions, new products, new needs, so that as we go forward, I'm very optimistic that we'll continue to be a very strong one-stop shop with incredible resources as we continue to build our network for best practices globally.
You have about 30 seconds. I know this is something that you've really been shepherding for many, many years yourself. What do you see each day you get up, you go to work, and you say what?
I say, what's going to be the surprise today in terms of learning about something new, receiving a new challenge, and so on.
That's absolutely fantastic. Well, thank you for being with us. This is Charles H. Botwick, Managing Partner, the Dulles Tech and Trade Center, and then also with the tech resource that you're developing over there, and I think it's absolutely fantastic.